Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the interview. Today, I am interviewing Lorraine Arthur-Mensah. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited about this conversation.
I am as well. Can you give us just a little bit of a background about yourself? Where are you from? What is your job and all of that?
I am a project director with Local Projects. It's an exhibit design firm based in New York City. I am originally from Washington, D.C., and I've been in New York now almost 8 years. Really excited about the work that we've been doing at Local Projects, and happy to talk to you about it.
That is awesome. Can you explain what Local Projects is?
Yeah, so we are an exhibit design firm, and we like to call ourselves, though, an experience design firm because we really focus on creating engaging, meaningful experiences for people, whether that be in cultural institutions like museums or corporate settings like Target. We are really focused on creating experiences that tell stories and meaningful stories. We create those experiences.
That is awesome. Can you explain what Greenwood Rising is and what its goal is?
Greenwood Rising is a project that is near and dear to my heart. It is an experience center, history center, space in the heart of Tulsa's Greenwood district that really is meant to tell the story and honor the history of what is known as Black Wall Street and the community that built it, the community that's there, and talk a bit about all the different events and things that have happened along history in that community. One, namely, being the massacre of 1921. But there are a lot of other events that have happened in that community that we talk about and focus on.
That is amazing. What are some unique interest exhibits that will be happening in Greenwood Rising?
Yeah, so there the experience tells kind of the story from its founding and then kind of moves up to today, and gives space for people to engage in dialogue and talk about, what is happening in the nation today and how this history is relevant. I think there are a couple of experiences or exhibits that are really close to my heart. One is the barbershop, which is a recreated barbershop setting that transports people back into time, into a barbershop setting prior to like in the 1910s. And so it's really giving you a communal feeling, giving you a sense of like what the community was like at that time. Additionally, there is another experience called the Systems of Anti-Blackness. And it's really an educational space that gives context and helps people understand the systems of oppression in this nation, and how that has impacted the African American community. So,
That's amazing. I love how there's the interaction from the barbershop
yeah,
exhibit.
absolutely. There are a lot of spaces where you feel immersed in this space, and that was the whole goal, right? It's really to get the visitor to tap into their emotion in this space and really feel immersed in the setting.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Why did you guys decide on the name Greenwood Rising?
Yeah. So we went through a lot of different names, and I think Greenwood Rising really signifies the resilience of the community, right? It talks about kind of rising from the ashes. So we really focus on the resilience of this community and how throughout time, no matter what obstacles may have been thrown their way, this community has found ways to rise above that. And they are in the midst of kind of redevelopment and a lot of energy in the Greenwood community right now. And so they're in a space of rising now as well. So it seems to fit really well.
I love that so much. Why is it located, or where is it located?
Yeah, so it's right at the entrance of the Greenwood district. And it's in that space because that's kind of an iconic location in the Greenwood district. It was like the entry to Black Wall Street. And so it's really important that it's kind of juxtaposed in that intersection right at the entry of the Greenwood district.
That is awesome. Were there any obstacles or challenges you guys had when you guys were designing this project?
Yeah, I mean, the creative process is an interesting one. There are always going to be challenges and things to resolve, and that's actually the interesting part of the process. I think, you know, we've really tried, and are working in collaboration with the Tulsa Race Massacre Centennial Commission, who have been awesome partners in this, but really trying to elevate the stories of the people and the community, and allowing the stories to be the lead and not just design for design's sake, right? We're designers, but we want to design in support of the story. And so finding a way to really balance between, you know, how to tell the story in the most meaningful and truthful way, right? But allowing the design process to support that, I think, has been an interesting challenge for us. Another thing is that, you know, I don't see it as an obstacle at all. I think, you know, there have been different views in the community about what the space should be, what story that should tell. And so really being clear with our team that we need to engage with the community to help tell the story and not be the ones coming in to say, this is the story that needs to be told. No, we need to go to the community, figure out what stories they want to tell, figure out how they want to tell the story, and then determine how to support that process as well. So yeah, those have been challenges and things that we've kind of worked through as this process has been going on. I mean, by the time it opened, we would have been doing work on this project for about 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. When will this be open to the public?
June 2021. It's slated this summer.
That
On the anniversary of the race massacre.
that just seems so impactful too, with it just educating more and about the race massacre. I think that's just such a great connection.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And where can people find updates about Greenwood Rising?
Yeah, so on the website, tulsa2021.org is where you can get interesting updates about the building going up. They're in the middle of construction, so you can see kind of progress there, and you can get information about programming and things like that as well.
Amazing. Thank you again so much for being here on the interview. I cannot wait to see this project. I can't wait for the Tulsa community to see this.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we are now going to head back to the rest of the episode. Thank you so much.
Take care. Thank you.